Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ties That Bind DFW podcast. I'm your host, Amber Monroe, and my goal is to foster unity within the community by sharing stories that inspire hope, passion, and resilience. In a world that focuses so much on the divisiveness of social media and not everything you see is authentic, I'm here to bring the real. The views and opinions of my guests don't necessarily reflect mine or those of the Ties That Bind DFW podcast. All right, let's get started. Guys, I am so excited and so inspired to introduce you to a new friend of mine. We have Sydney the artist today. She is a very talented young author, and I happened to see her book as I was looking along on social media. And I was just so inspired that someone so young could create something so amazing. And we're just going to talk to her for a few minutes today and kind of learn more about her book and what all she's got going on. Welcome, Sydney. How are you doing?
Good.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, how old you are, and tell me a little about your book?
Hi, my name is Sydney. I'm 7 years old and I live in Arlington. And my book is about my love of art and how much I love art.
Oh, that is wonderful. Well, Sydney, I love art myself. So I'm just very invested in your book and what you've got going on. So can you tell us what inspired you to start writing?
Um, writing, writing cool stories and and stapling papers together and just drawing.
Awesome. So your love of drawing kind of made you think that, hey, this would be a cool idea to write a book. You mentioned, kind of doing the drawing and stapling. What would you say is your favorite part about writing your book?
When I see the come when I see that it's finished and like I get excited and stuff.
Oh, that's wonderful. It always feels good to complete a big project like that. And I bet that was very satisfying for you. That is wonderful. Um, what would you say was the hardest part about writing your book?
Figuring out the ideas, how to like the ideas, like what should I make this about and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That can be kind of difficult. Sometimes you got to get the picture clear in your head before you can run with it. And that takes a lot of thought. And you've obviously put lots of thought and time into your book. And I think that is wonderful. um, do you, other than your book, do you have any other favorite books that you like to read?
Books that tell good like cool stories and like art stories and all those stuff.
Awesome. That is great. Is there any advice that you would give? Like, if there's other kids that are like you, that are your age, what would you tell them if they decided that they wanted to write a book? Some tips for them, maybe?
Um, just do it. But if you need help, you could call me or something.
That's great. Yeah, because, sometimes we have goals and dreams and we just kind of sit on those goals and we don't do anything about it. But that is great advice that people just need to get started and then look for people to help. And when you do that, just awesome things can happen. That is wonderful. That's wonderful advice. Um, where can people find your book?
My book is on Amazon and Etsy.
That's what's up. Well, what I'm going to do, Sydney, is when I post this interview, I'm going to put links so that people can go and order your book straight from the interview, okay?
Thank you.
You are very welcome, Precious. Thank you for coming to talk to us today. I am just so inspired by everything that you're doing. Do you have anything that you want to say to everyone or any last thoughts, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sydney the artist, for stopping in and chatting with us for a bit and telling us about your amazing book. And I know that you are going to go on to do even greater things, and you were off to a wonderful start, little lady.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of the Ties That Bind DFW. Stay tuned for our next episode and be blessed. Bye, everybody. Bye, Sydney.
Bye.